Just stop.
Let him go, let him go. Let him go. Suelta el cuchillo.
Desperate to reach Europe from North Africa, 2 African migrants resorted to extreme measures in their journey, attempting to cross the Spanish border hidden inside mattresses. The officers, conducting routine checks on a transport vehicle, were stunned to find the migrants concealed within the mattresses. With careful precision, the officers removed the mattresses from the vehicle and opened them up, revealing the unsuspecting migrants inside. The 2 individuals, undoubtedly shocked by their discovery, were apprehended by the police as they attempted to illegally cross the Spanish border. Seattle police officers find themselves in a high-stakes situation when they spot 2 suspects exiting a pharmacy, one of whom is carrying a stolen cash register.
Hey, put that down.
Yes.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back right now. Take your backpack off.
With shouts from bystanders pointing out the culprits, the officers swiftly intervene, stopping the suspects in their tracks. The female suspect is immediately detained, but her male companion attempts to flee the scene.
On your stomach.
Turn him out.
It wasn't even me.
The male companion initially flees, but is located by the officers. Upon their attempt to arrest him, he resists and tries to escape. Despite his efforts, the officers, aided by multiple patrol officers, swiftly apprehended the 40-year-old suspect. An illegal substance dealer's operation comes to a halt as David Pick is apprehended while transporting Class A illegal substance, leading to his imprisonment.
What's that? It's just a bit of gear. Bit of gear. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop you in some handcuffs, alright? Pop your hands out. Pop your hands out.
Officers stopped a Ford Mondeo in Ferry Hill and discovered suspected illegal substances, along with cash and drug paraphernalia. Further investigation led officers to search Pick's home, uncovering more drugs and items associated with drug dealing.
Right, so that contains 6 wraps, hundreds of snapbacks.
After further investigation, officers searched Pick's home and found more drugs and related paraphernalia. Bodycam footage shows tense moments as officers search inside Pick's home. Despite denying involvement, Pick's arrest follows the discovery of illegal substances, leading to charges. In a heart-stopping moment captured on camera, a Volusia County deputy springs into action to locate and rescue a missing 13-year-old girl who had been found in a motel room with a 22-year-old man she met online.
Back up. Have a seat on the couch.
Deputy James's relentless pursuit led him to the all-suite motel in Edgewater, where he discovered the missing girl and the suspect, Tyler Thompson. The scene unfolds as Deputy James enters the dimly lit motel room, where the girl rushes into his arms, relieved to be found.
Just wait there for me, sweetheart. Are you okay? Do you need any attention? Are you hurt at all? You're not hurt at all? Your stomach hurt?
The footage captures the moment of Thompson's arrest, swiftly followed by the girl's emotional reunion with Deputy James. Despite Thompson's attempt to evade capture, Deputy James acted decisively, ensuring the safety of the vulnerable young girl. In a bizarre incident, Michael Monicelli, 31, found himself stuck on the roof of a DeLand convenience store after attempting to break in due to dehydration.
Huh? Yo, are you up there?
Monicelli's failed burglary attempt led him to climb onto the roof, seeking shelter, but he became trapped. The business owner discovered him the next morning and called for help. Deputies struggling to locate Monicelli eventually rescued him with the assistance of Volusia County Fire Rescue.
What's your name?
Despite receiving water, Monicelli remained insistent on his need for hydration, leading to a confrontation with deputies. He was eventually cleared by medical personnel before being booked into the Volusia County Jail. In a bizarre turn of events, bodycam footage captures a startling encounter where police mistake bird poop for an illegal substance.
Step out for me.
The arresting officer tells Wirtz he is going to jail before they ever saw the substance that they later believed was cocaine.
You're kind of pissing me off right now.
The situation takes an unexpected turn when a police officer, upon pulling over Wirtz, spots 2 white spots on his car and suspects them to be illegal substances. Concerned by the discovery, the officers ask Wirtz to step out of his vehicle for further inspection.
I swear to God, that's bird doo-doo.
That's not bird food.
I swear to God.
That's a lot of shit, man.
I tried to clean it last night at the gas station. I can still.
Despite Wirtz's explanation that it was bird droppings and that he had tried to clean it off, the officers were doubtful. They put Wirtz in the back of a squad car as they searched his vehicle. Shockingly, tests revealed the white substance is an illegal substance, leaving both Wirtz and the officers in disbelief. In a heartwarming turn of events, bodycam footage captures the emotional moment when police discover 3 children lost in the woods, culminating in a successful rescue operation.
Kids, I'm the police. Are y'all ready to get out of the woods? Come on, buddy. Let's get out of here. You got chase markers in you?
The deputy, directed by a volunteer who found the children, calls out to them, offering reassurance and urging them to approach. With relief, the deputy confirms he's found the children, updates his location on the radio, and prepares to guide them out of the woods.
Whoa, good. What? There you go, buddy. Look at you. You made it.
Despite their ordeal, the children show remarkable resilience as they follow the deputy, who offers encouragement and assistance. With the children safely in his care, the deputy guides them through the woods, ensuring their well-being and providing comfort. In 2019, Huntsville mechanic Roland Edger and his stepson Justin Newby found themselves in a troubling situation when Huntsville police officers falsely arrested them.
Call the plate right now. Listen, I ain't got time for this stupid whole word. I don't mean to be rude or nothing.
Okay, no, you do need to give me your ID or driver's license.
Listen, I don't want you to run me.
The scene unfolds in a parking lot in Huntsville, where officers approach Edger and Newby. The officers initially asked for Edger's ID, but when he refused and began arguing, the situation quickly spiraled out of control.
I do. I got 3 officers off.
Despite Edger's attempts to explain and cooperate, he is placed under arrest for obstruction. Despite Edger's protests, he is handcuffed and placed in the patrol car, facing false charges of obstruction. An Edgewater man learned the hard way that pointing a laser at a pilot in flight is a serious offense after he aimed a laser at the Volusia Sheriff's Office Air 1 helicopter.
Come here, man. Walk over here. Who had the freaking laser? Huh? I don't have one, bro. Who's got the laser?
In a startling turn of events, an Edgewater man found himself facing serious charges after aiming a laser at the VO 7 Lucia Sheriff's Office Air 1 helicopter. The suspects, after reaching the shore, were met with a swift response from law enforcement officers who wasted no time in arresting them.
It's illegal to have a laser.
I'm guessing it was a green laser.
Despite the suspects' claims of mistaking the helicopter for a drone, law enforcement officers took swift action to detain the individuals involved. In the heart of Tempe, Arizona, a routine patrol takes a sudden turn when an officer encounters a burglary suspect attempting to flee.
It's not, Devin.
The video captures the officer chasing the suspect through a residential area, navigating backyards and jumping over fences in pursuit. Despite the suspect's attempts to evade capture by leaping over fences, the officer remains determined, matching each move with precision.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back. You got it.
Despite the suspect's efforts to outrun the law, the relentless officer stays on his heels, refusing to let him slip away. After an intense and prolonged pursuit, the officer finally closes in on the suspect, bringing the heart-pounding chase to a dramatic end. Prepare for an intense sequence of events captured on bodycam footage as British police officers engage in a high-stakes pursuit of a man armed with a knife.
He's got a knife. Church Street's got a knife.
The video opens with officers chasing the suspect, who is suspected of drug offences and possession of an offensive weapon. Despite the perilous situation, the officers relentlessly pursued the suspect on foot, determined to bring him to justice.
On the floor! Now! Arms on your back! All right, you're detained for 23 search.
With adrenaline pumping and tensions running high, the officers navigate through the streets, closing in on the fleeing suspect. After a tense chase, the officers successfully apprehend the suspect, ensuring that he is no longer a threat to the public. A jaw-dropping sequence of events was captured on police bodycam footage as officers confronted a 6-time DUI suspect attempting to flee. It all began when a vigilant South Milwaukee police officer spotted a speeding vehicle weaving erratically on a highway. The driver was found to be operating the vehicle with a revoked driver's license. A preliminary breath test revealed a blood alcohol concentration of 0.14. Upon hearing the test results, the driver made a desperate attempt to escape. He dashed across all lanes of the freeway and tried to climb the barrier wall. Deputies quickly intercepted him, using a taser to subdue him mid-leap. Despite his resistance, the driver was ultimately caught and arrested. Witness a gripping sequence captured on police bodycam and surveillance footage, where officers swiftly apprehend a suspect after he steals and crashes a vehicle. The scene unfolds with a masked man boldly stealing a parked car outside a residence, his identity concealed as he quickly drives away. Upon receiving the owner's report, the police officers promptly track down the suspect and the stolen vehicle, initiating a pursuit. As the suspect tries to escape, a police car strategically blocks his path, causing him to swerve and crash into a parked car, narrowly avoiding bystanders. Despite his resistance, officers apprehend him, ensuring community safety and justice prevail. In a gripping display of bravery and quick thinking, Baltimore County police officers sprang into action to thwart an armed robbery at a Parkville CVS, all captured on body camera video.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Right now! I got one at the counter.
The video unfolds as officers enter the pharmacy, only to encounter an armed suspect standing over 2 witnesses behind the counter. With swift and decisive action, the officers order the suspect to the ground before disarming him.
Anybody else here? Come on. Come up here by the door.
Amidst the chaos, the officers demonstrate exceptional professionalism, bringing the situation under control and reassuring the other witnesses. In this gripping footage caught on bodycam, viewers are taken along for a wild ride as officers respond to a call about a disturbance in the neighborhood.
Stop! Stop!
With adrenaline pumping, the officers navigate fences and buildings, determined to reach their suspect. Despite the suspect's attempts to evade capture, the officers persist, displaying remarkable courage and determination.
I'm really cold.
Okay, well, we'll get you some help.
Okay.
In the end, amidst the chaos and tension, the officers reassure the suspect that help is on the way, showcasing the humanity and compassion that often accompany the duties of law enforcement. In an intense and revealing operation, police raided an alleged drug house in Elyria, Ohio. Bodycam footage captures the moments officers discovered 7 suspects hiding in unusual places.
Apprehending a suspect who was hiding inside a dryer.
Hiding in the dryer.
The raid began after officers witnessed a man with an outstanding warrant entering the home. Upon entry, officers quickly spread out to secure the premises. In a shocking discovery, one suspect was found hiding inside a clothes dryer. The bizarre hiding spot took officers by surprise.
Yeah, stand by.
Investigators found fentanyl, methamphetamine.
The bust revealed more suspects in odd locations, one under blankets, another in the attic, and a third hiding under the stairs. Inside, officers found a substantial amount of illegal substances. In a surreal moment, one suspect lit a cigarette just before being handcuffed. In this gripping footage, watch as police apprehend a suspect linked to a bank robbery.
Hey, you're under arrest. Don't resist. Don't resist. Okay, come on.
Officers responded to a call from a convenience store where they were informed about the presence of a suspect in a recent bank robbery. The suspect, wearing a distinctive pink t-shirt, was quickly identified.
Relax. I am. What am I arrested for? Raw bank robbery. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right this time.
The officers moved in swiftly, ensuring the suspect could not flee. The suspect was visibly tense as the officers took him into custody. In a tense encounter, officers faced significant challenges while attempting to remove a suspect from a vehicle during a traffic stop.
Get out of the car! No! Get out of the car!
Get out of the vehicle!
No!
Out of the vehicle!
No, stop! Get out of the car!
Out of the vehicle!
Stop! Please!
Get out
stop.
of the vehicle!
Officers initiated a traffic stop, instructing the suspect to exit the vehicle. Despite multiple requests, the individual refused to comply. The officers made several attempts to persuade the suspect, who remained uncooperative. The situation escalated quickly.
Why would you break my... Get out of the car!
Get out of the vehicle!
No! Why would you break my...
Fuck.
As the suspect continued to resist, officers had to escalate their efforts. They broke the window to extract the suspect, but the situation took an unexpected turn. In a dramatic twist, the suspect drove around the spike strip and fled the scene, leaving officers momentarily stunned. In a heroic rescue effort, police officers saved a pregnant woman from an overturned vehicle, showcasing their bravery and quick response.
All right. What's your finger? Right here. Right here.
Upon arriving at the scene, officers quickly assessed the situation and discovered a pregnant woman trapped inside the overturned car. The urgency was clear. The officer swiftly called for shears from the medical bag, preparing to cut her free from the wreckage with quick thinking and clear instructions.
All right. Yeah, I cut my hand.
With a steady and calming presence, the officer entered the vehicle to assist the distressed woman. His reassuring words provided much-needed comfort. With precision and care, the officers safely extracted her from the overturned vehicle, showcasing their teamwork and determination. In an adrenaline-pumping pursuit, police successfully apprehended 3 teenagers following a high-speed chase involving an SUV.
Back step deployed. Good hit.
With coordination and precision, officers deployed spike strips ahead of the fleeing SUV. The tires were deflated, but the suspects continued to drive for a short distance before coming to a stop. As the SUV stopped, video footage shows the 3 teens throwing open the doors and attempting to flee on foot. After a brief but intense chase, all 3 suspects were apprehended and taken into custody. In a heartwarming display of heroism, Ackworth police officers rushed to the aid of a man experiencing a seizure, their quick actions captured on body camera footage.
Hey, y'all got some water? Water?
Breathe for me, okay?
You okay? Is he breathing? He breathing okay? Hey. All right.
Upon arrival, the officers immediately spring into action, providing assistance to the man who is in distress. Despite the severity of the situation, the officers remain composed and focused, determined to do everything in their power to save the man's life.
When we were coming out, he stopped breathing, he was turning blue, so we did CPR, we were able to get him back. We did crack several of his ribs, and he's not feeling the best right now.
Through their unwavering dedication and teamwork, the officers successfully revived the man, bringing him back from the brink of danger. As emergency medical services arrive on the scene, the officers provide them with crucial information about the man's condition and the actions they took to save him. Police officers arrived just in time to intervene in a potentially deadly altercation between 3 women at a residence.
You're staying at our house. She's at our house. Yeah.
Dispatched to the scene after receiving a call for assistance, the officers waste no time in stepping in to separate the three women and restore order. Despite the tension and emotional outbursts, the officers remain composed and focused on diffusing the situation before it escalates further.
Where's my son at?
In the cup holder.
Stop moving.
Okay, can you get my phone to see?
Where's my son at?
Look in the yard.
Sir, I'll have custody.
Will you guys stop talking right now?
As tensions run high and emotions flare, the officers make the decision to take one of the women into custody for assault, while also providing support and assistance to the pregnant victim. Unexpected events unfold as a man is handcuffed and removed from a flight by police after allegedly exposing himself to a young traveler at a US airport. The alleged incident occurred while passengers were waiting to board, prompting swift action from law enforcement officers. The bodycam footage shows officers boarding a packed flight and passengers looking on with curiosity and concern.
I'll explain exactly what's going on, all right?
With the help of bodycam footage, we get a glimpse into the swift response of law enforcement as they boarded the aircraft to apprehend the suspect. Amidst the watchful eyes of passengers, the accused individual was handcuffed and removed from the flight by the authorities. In Hudson, Florida, a dramatic police chase unfolded when a 14-year-old suspect took authorities on a harrowing pursuit in a stolen vehicle.
You better stop, you little... You better stop! I'm gonna change you! I'm gonna change you, you mother...
The deputy's body cam captured the heart-pounding moments as the suspect fled from the scene after taking the keys to a 2015 Mazda 6 without permission. Despite the crash, the suspect didn't yield, fleeing on foot as the deputy gave chase through the streets of Hudson. The deputy apprehends the suspect after a short foot pursuit. Ultimately, the 14-year-old was taken into custody, facing charges of grand theft auto and criminal mischief. In an unexpected twist, a Baltimore police officer finds himself at the center of a scandal after body camera footage emerged, allegedly showing him planting evidence during a drug arrest. Caught on bodycam footage, Officer Pinheiro can be seen placing a bag of white capsules inside a can in an alley. He then walks back to the street and activates his body camera, announcing his intention to search the area. The Baltimore Police Department's body cameras retain visual recordings beginning 30 seconds before they are manually activated. This feature inadvertently captured the officer's actions. In a bizarre turn of events, Huron police found themselves in an unusual standoff with a suspected bank burglar. As officers awaited the suspect's exit, little did they know that his escape plan would lead to a rather unconventional landing. Surveillance footage captured the moment when the suspect, attempting to flee through the attic, unexpectedly dropped into a recycling bin below. On Saturday, May 11th, 2024, tensions ran high at Lake Eola Park in Orlando, Florida, as pro-Palestine protesters clashed with law enforcement officers. The body-worn camera footage, shared by the Orlando Police Department, provides a first-hand glimpse into the escalating confrontation between officers and protesters. As officers attempt to navigate through the crowd, tensions reach a boiling point, with protesters refusing to comply with commands. In a flash of chaos, pepper spray fills the air as officers attempt to regain control of the situation. Caught on footage, protesters are coughing and covering their faces in distress as they react to the pepper spray. In the early hours of Sunday morning, chaos erupted during a routine traffic stop in Solon, Ohio, leaving a veteran police officer injured and a suspect at large.
What I need you to do is step out of the car. That's pretty simple.
You're not going to jail. You're not going to sit in the police car. You're not getting handcuffed. You're just going to stand on the guardrail while I check the car.
Patrolman Servik, a 31-year veteran of the Solon Police Department, approached the 2015 Nissan Altima, clocked at 88 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone on US Route 422. Despite the officer's instructions, the suspect refused to comply, leading to a tense standoff.
Hey, don't do it!
I'm banged up.
Radio.
As the officer tried to remove the suspect, identified as 27-year-old Termaine Jackson, the situation took a dangerous turn. Jackson allegedly accelerated, dragging the officer for an unspecified distance. Inside a Walgreens store in South Florida, police body cameras captured a disturbing incident.
I didn't do any battery.
No, when you spit on people, that's battery.
No, I did not. Listen, he verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on him. That's right.
The scene unfolds as officers attempt to detain the woman following a racist rant directed at store employees. Despite the woman's protests, the officers inform her that she's being arrested for battery after allegedly spitting on another individual.
Those same Muslims that you were talking to just decided your fate and they elected to not
Thank
prosecute.
you. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless them, because if it was up to me, you'd be going to jail.
As the woman is escorted out of the store, her tirade continues, filled with expletives and pleas for leniency. In a tense operation set up by detectives in Old Town, a suspected thief, Roybal, found himself in custody after being caught red-handed.
Hey James, where do you need us, dude, for 82 on the open door?
Police lapel footage reveals Roybal is crying and pleading with officers, even asking for his mother, as he realizes the gravity of the situation. As officers approach Roybal, he can be seen visibly distressed but compliant as he kneels on the ground and follows instructions.
What's your name?
Officers discovered tools typically used in burglaries on Roybal, including 6 knives, gloves, a flashlight, and a screwdriver set, along with $213 in cash. Despite his tearful pleas, Roybal is taken into custody, bringing an end to his crime. In a quiet neighborhood in New Jersey, law enforcement officers gather outside a home. They're here for Richard Golden, a 38-year-old man accused of making online death threats against a Florida sheriff.
Well, just gotta go in a second. Sure, absolutely.
The scene unfolds as officers from the South Brunswick Police Department approach the door, armed with a warrant and a mission. Mrs. Golden's world is turned upside down as she realizes the gravity of the situation unfolding on her doorstep.
Okay, take it easy. Come out, please.
Richard Golden, a 38-year-old man, finds himself in the spotlight as authorities link him to chilling online threats against Volusia Sheriff Mike Chitwood. Sheriff Chitwood, a staunch advocate against hate groups, becomes the target of Golden's alleged threats after taking a stand against neo-Nazi ideologies. In a shocking turn of events, bodycam footage captures the moments leading up to the arrest of Cranston City Councilman Matthew Riley for alleged possession of crack cocaine. The video begins with an officer approaching Riley's vehicle after receiving a report about someone choking in their sleep. Riley explains to the officer that he suffers from sleep apnea and apologizes for the disturbance.
Not quite in your hands, so it's like, come on.
Sorry.
Listen, I have a body camera. Obviously, everything I have is recorded. You know that, and...
However, the situation takes a dramatic turn when the officer spots the crack pipe in Riley's hand, prompting further inquiries. Riley attempts to explain the presence of the crack pipe, but the officer remains skeptical, leading to his eventual arrest. In a tense situation captured on body cameras, Orlando police respond to a man who has crashed his car into a drainage pond.
In the water. Hey, careful! Hey, the car's moving, careful!
Officers Officers quickly spring into action, calling out to the driver to assess the situation. 4 officers bravely jump into action, shedding their heavy gear before wading into the water.
I got his shirt. Where's the guy? Where's he at? I got his shirt. Come on. Lift him up. Come on. Come on.
2 officers swim out to the partially submerged car while their colleagues on shore assist with a rescue line. With swift teamwork, the officers pull the driver to safety, ensuring his rescue from the sinking vehicle. In a remarkable act of community cooperation, Florida deputies respond to an in-progress jet ski theft, borrowing a family's boat to apprehend the suspect.
Take it, come back.
He's willing to let us use the boat. You can. I know you got lots of boating experience.
A nearby family, about to embark on an afternoon on the water, generously offers their boat to aid in the apprehension. With the borrowed boat, deputies approach Williams, who is still floating in the waterway, attempting to start the stolen jet ski.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Sergeant Turner, by the way. I gave him a card. Okay.
Williams is taken into custody without incident, and the stolen jet ski is returned to its owner. After the suspect is arrested, the deputies return to the family to express their gratitude for their assistance. In this sobering encounter caught on camera, a drunk college student attempts to bribe an officer with sexual favors.
You know what you're praying? You're under arrest for DUI. Okay? DUI.
The officer begins to apprehend the student for driving under the influence. The student pleads, offering to cooperate. Despite the officer's instructions, the student continues to plead for leniency.
I'll take everything. I'll please don't charge me, but I don't want to go to jail. Please, sir.
I don't want you to take everything off.
Please, sir.
Desperate to avoid consequences, the student makes a shocking offer. The officer maintains professionalism and refuses the bribe. As the situation unfolds, the student continues to plead for mercy. In a bizarre turn of events, Pasco County Sheriff's Office deputies recently discovered a suspect hiding in an unusual place.
You're a Devontae friend. At least that's what I told myself.
Big TV.
The incident happened when deputies entered Jason Taylor's Pasco County home. Taylor, wanted for a probation violation linked to an armed robbery, was found during their search, with one officer's body camera capturing the moment of discovery.
Come out! Come out! Come out! Come out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Come out! Get out! Get out! Get out of there! Get out of there! On the ground! Get on the ground! Get.
Taylor was discovered hiding in a hollowed-out dresser. Bodycam footage captured the dramatic moment he jumped out, attempting to flee. Deputies swiftly subdued him, and he was taken into custody without further incident. Taylor is now being held on a $50,000 bond. In a shocking turn of events, an officer from the Apopka Police Department was arrested for suspected DUI while in his patrol vehicle and in uniform.
3 months. Do what? I have seizures every 2 or 3 months.
Are you on medication?
What do you take for it?
The incident began when Officer Rapp pulled over the suspect, who was still in his police uniform and driving a patrol vehicle. Officer Rapp initiated a conversation to understand the situation better.
Not to mix it with alcohol?
Yeah.
When's the last time you took your medicine?
4 days ago.
I'll see you.
During the interaction, Officer Rapp asked the suspect to perform field sobriety exercises, but the suspect refused. The suspect mentioned that he had regular teacher evaluations every few months and was on medication. The suspect revealed he last took his medication 4 days ago and refused to go to the hospital. What started as a routine night patrol at Cool Today Baseball Park in Northport, Florida, turned into a bizarre incident involving an off-duty deputy.
This isn't a game. Stop. You need to stop.
Hey. You're gonna get tased.
Officers responded to a report of a suspicious person at the stadium. Upon gaining access to the stadium, officers approached the woman, who began walking away from them.
Stop resisting.
Well, maybe you were, till now. What's your name? What are you doing out here like this?
Having fun. Stay seated.
After several warnings, an officer grabbed her arm to detain her. A struggle ensued, but they eventually managed to take her into custody. The woman, later identified as a deputy with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, spontaneously revealed her occupation. A routine patrol turned into a life-saving mission when 3 Muncie officers sprang into action to rescue a woman trapped in a sinking car in the White River.
I got it. Get in.
Upon arrival, they quickly assessed the situation and devised a plan to save the trapped woman. One officer swiftly removed his gear. Without hesitation, he jumped into the river and swam towards the sinking vehicle. His determination and quick response were crucial in this dire situation.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
The officer used the baton to shatter the car window, creating an escape route for the trapped woman. Time was of the essence as the car continued to sink. With the window broken, the officers carefully pulled the woman out of the car and guided her to safety. Their coordinated efforts and bravery ensured her survival. What started as a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a major drug bust when Oklahoma officers discovered hundreds of marijuana plants in the back of a moving van.
So is it... Okay. Just plants all the way to the top.
Officer Billy Messner pulled over the truck for multiple traffic violations. Officer Messner decided to run his canine around the vehicle. The driver, 46-year-old Bun Wong, admitted there was marijuana in the back.
Well, you can have them send that to you, but right now you're going to be detained for not having a transport license, because you don't have a transport license. My boss has it.
Wong opened the back, revealing 222 marijuana plants. Wong's story and paperwork didn't add up. The paperwork was falsified, leading the officers to detain Wong. The moving van was taken into storage, and Wong was arrested. The case highlights law enforcement's vigilance in uncovering illegal activities. The Volusia County Sheriff's Department in Florida has released bodycam footage, capturing the arrest of a 16-year-old student for bringing a loaded firearm to school.
Relax, okay?
Acting on a tip from a TikTok video showing the student with a firearm on school grounds, the deputy approaches the student and conducts a search. The search reveals a firearm tucked inside the student's waistband, confirming the validity of the tip.
Jim, so we're going to go to my office and we're going to do the investigation, okay?
The student, taken aback by the discovery, faces a barrage of questions from the deputy as he attempts to ascertain the situation. With the firearm secured, the deputy takes the student into custody and escorts him to the office for further investigation. In a startling and cringeworthy turn of events, body camera footage captured the chaotic arrest of Grace Spoonermore, an allegedly drunk stripper in Ohio.
Leave it on. Leave it on. Grace, just stop.
You want to tase me?
No.
Do it.
Stay in the blue box.
I like it, kinky.
Stay in the blue box, Grace.
Spoonermore, originally from Georgia, is seen slurring her words and exhibiting incoherent behavior as officers attempt to detain her following a hit-and-run incident. Despite being ordered out of the car, Spoonermore's behavior becomes increasingly erratic as she attempts to flirt with the arresting officer.
Grace?
Don't put me in the car. I want to strip outside the car. I want to strip outside the car. Don't put me in the car. Please don't put me in the car. No.
After being medically cleared at the hospital, Spoonermore's behavior becomes increasingly unhinged, accusing officers of rape and claiming they're taking her to Mexico. Despite officers' attempts to calm her down, Spoonermore's resistance intensifies as she's placed in the back of a patrol car, creating a volatile situation. In a significant bust, the New Mexico State Police seized 580 pounds of illegal substances during a traffic stop at the Gallup port of entry, west of Gallup, New Mexico.
Probably more in the back.
The incident began when state police conducted a routine safety cab inspection on a 2014 Freightliner CMV. Officers quickly noticed something suspicious. The officers discovered 495 vacuum-sealed packages of illegal substances concealed inside 20 Home Depot boxes in the trailer.
Back up on you here in a few minutes, okay, man? Let me get your headset. Do you have a cell phone or anything?
No.
No? No? Nothing in your car?
No, he taken it.
He took it.
The packages, weighing a total of 580 pounds, were hidden among legitimate cargo described as portable sinks. Both the driver and the co-driver were arrested on the spot. They were detained and questioned by the officers. Over the New Year's weekend, police at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport arrested a suspect accused of stealing multiple pieces of luggage.
You guys behind your back. Go against the wall right here.
The suspect was located in the bathroom under the escalator. Officers quickly moved in to apprehend him. The suspect was detained without incident, and officers confirmed that the bags in his possession did not belong to him. With the suspect in handcuffs, officers began the process of identifying the rightful owners of the stolen luggage. The quick actions of the airport police ensured that the suspect was apprehended and the stolen property was returned to its owners. In a shocking turn of events, Florida police have arrested James Wilson Duke after allegedly discovering a massive quantity of fentanyl in his vehicle.
You understand?
According to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, deputies found Duke asleep in his car at a gas station parking lot. The officers were initially conducting a routine traffic stop. As they approached the car, officers reported smelling an illegal substance, prompting a more thorough investigation.
Holy...
During their search, the deputies found not only an illegal substance, but also a staggering amount of fentanyl. The deputies acted quickly to secure the evidence and arrest Duke, ensuring the dangerous substances were safely removed from the streets. In a heroic display of bravery and quick thinking, officers from the Atlanta Police Department Zone 4 saved a man having a seizure in a burning car. Responding to a call about an auto accident involving a car on fire, the officers arrived to find a dire situation. The driver was experiencing a seizure, trapped inside the locked burning vehicle. Without hesitation, the officers sprang into life-saving mode, focusing on freeing the driver and extinguishing the flames. Using tools to break the car window, they managed to unlock the door and access the driver. With the fire growing more intense by the second, the officers bravely pulled the man from the vehicle, ensuring his safety. In a disturbing incident in Miami Beach, Florida, police officers forcibly and falsely detained a black vacationer, blatantly disregarding his civil rights. This case is yet another example of police misconduct in Miami Beach.
Hey man, what is attention? Sit down. Sit down. Turn this. Hey man, record it. Look, it's right here.
The body camera footage shows officers approaching the man, who is calmly smoking a cigar. Despite his cooperation, the officers aggressively detain him. The man tries to explain that he is there to check on his nephew, but the officers ignore his explanations.
We gotta figure out. Listen, relax. Okay, you don't have to judge me though. No, yes, you're being detained. Drop your cigar. Drop your cigar.
Despite his clear explanation, the officers continue to detain him without just cause. The footage reveals that the officers never had any evidence or probable cause to suspect the man of wrongdoing. In a deeply troubling incident, deputies in Columbia County, Florida, mistakenly arrested a legally blind man, James Hodges, after confusing his walking stick for a firearm.
You don't have to be a to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
Video shows Hodges refusing to give out his name, date of birth, or ID card.
The body camera footage reveals the tense interaction that unfolded between Hodges and the deputies as he was walking back from jury duty. Initially, deputies demanded Hodges' identity, asserting their belief that the walking stick in his back pocket was a firearm.
That's when Hodges confirms that he is legally blind and carries the navigator.
When the supervising deputy arrived, he too insisted on seeing Hodges' ID. Upon refusal, Hodges was placed in handcuffs despite repeatedly informing the deputies of his blindness and the purpose of his walking stick. Hodges was then placed in the back of a squad car, expressing his dismay and requesting the deputies' badge numbers. In a daring nighttime operation, the US Coast Guard made a monumental bust, seizing a narco submarine loaded with illegal substances valued at over $165 million. While patrolling the eastern Pacific Ocean, vigilant Coast Guard officers detected the suspicious vessel moving stealthily through the waves. The intercepted submarine, designed to evade detection, was swiftly surrounded by the Coast Guard cutter, effectively cutting off any chance of escape. In a high-risk maneuver, Coast Guard officers boarded the semi-submersible craft, uncovering a massive stash of illegal substances destined for illegal distribution. In a tense and dramatic encounter, deputies from the Volusia Sheriff's Office in Florida apprehended 18-year-old Brian Holmes, accused of a reckless act of road rage that involved shooting at a woman's car.
Okay, you don't have a gun or anything on you, right, man? All right, step away from the car. Step away from the car. Step away. Stop!
The bodycam footage captures the deputies' cautious approach as they command Holmes to stop and step away from the vehicle, ensuring he has no weapons on him. Holmes, visibly apprehensive, complies with the officers' instructions, stepping out of the car as they secure the scene and ensure their safety.
Can you get him right in the car? Just talk to him real quick. Yeah, that's better.
Emotions run high as one deputy confronts Holmes with a pointed question, highlighting the gravity of his alleged actions. "You freaking stupid. You a freaking idiot." The situation intensifies as deputies confirm the recovery of a firearm, tying Holmes to the alarming road rage incident. In a highly contentious incident captured on body camera, a New Jersey state trooper subjected a man to a strip search on a Burlington County highway, citing the odor of illegal substances as justification for his actions.
Try not to rape me, alright? Nah, we don't do that. I'm not happy doing that.
After pulling over the vehicle for tailgating, the trooper claimed to detect the scent of an illegal substance, prompting him to conduct a thorough search of the vehicle and, shockingly, even the man's underwear.
You stopped for marijuana before? I don't know. Have you ever stopped someone for marijuana before? Yeah, we have. All the time. Yeah, that's what it smells like. I want you to...
As tensions escalated, the man expressed disbelief at the invasive search, stating that he had been stopped for illegal substances before and implying that such actions were unjustified. Undeterred, the trooper defended his actions, warning the man of dire consequences and accusing him of dishonesty, despite the lack of evidence to support his suspicions. In a high-stakes encounter on the highway, police officers sprang into action, employing a tactical maneuver to halt a vehicle and its occupants. With precision and coordination, the officers swiftly approached the vehicle, prepared to ensure the safety of both the occupants and the public. Upon stopping the vehicle, the officers calmly requested the necessary documents from the driver, essential for operating the vehicle safely and lawfully.
Počkejte. Tak. No teď ne, ale vždycky se musí dvě.
However, their initial request was met with limited compliance, as the driver submitted only an identity card, raising suspicions among the officers. To ascertain the driver's sobriety and fitness to operate the vehicle, the officers proceeded to conduct a breath test, ensuring the safety of all road users. In a race against time, deputies sprang into action upon receiving a distressing call about a child trapped inside a sweltering car.
Is that on?
No.
G14-5, a vehicle is not running, they locked the keys in the car.
As the first responders on the scene, they were met with a frantic scene. A man and woman, gripped with fear, standing helplessly outside the vehicle, with the child trapped within. With precision and determination, Deputy Harris employed specialized tools, known as shatterballs, to shatter the window furthest from the child, ensuring their safety. With the glass cleared and the vehicle unlocked, the deputies swiftly moved to rescue the child from the oppressive heat, ensuring their well-being was the top priority. In a dramatic pursuit on the open waters, authorities engage in a high-speed chase with a boat of poachers, determined to protect marine life and enforce the law. Amidst the vast expanse of the sea, the boat of authority issues commands for the poachers to halt their illegal activities. Despite warnings, the poachers continue to evade, pushing their vessel to its limits in an attempt to escape justice. With determination, the authority boat closes in on the poachers, swiftly bridging the gap. One officer makes a daring leap from the authority boat to the poachers' vessel, taking control and ending their evasion. The authority officers quickly gain control, halting the poachers' vessel and thwarting any further escape attempts. In a stunning turn of events, a routine car theft investigation took a dramatic twist when the suspect, a woman, managed to turn the tables on the officers.
To do with her, she apparently has other plans. Yeah. Watch this move.
What is she doing? Trying to steal your car.
The officer's mistake was failing to secure the woman in the back seat. They placed her in the front seat while they searched through the stolen vehicle. Seizing the opportunity, the woman managed to slip her handcuffs to the front and swiftly moved into the driver's seat of the police car.
Is that her right there? There she is. Come here now!
In her haste to escape, the woman exited the car before it came to a stop, causing it to crash into a parked vehicle. Despite her efforts to flee on foot, the woman was quickly apprehended by law enforcement and taken back into custody. In a heart-stopping moment of bravery, Buffalo police officers found themselves facing a raging inferno, but their quick actions saved lives.
Let him go, let him go. Let him go. Who else is up there?
Amidst the chaos, the cameras revealed a harrowing sight of a woman and a child desperately seeking refuge on a precarious second-story ledge. A collective sigh of relief echoed as the child courageously leapt into the waiting arms of a bystander below. Despite the fire's threat, officers forged ahead, venturing into the perilous interior to ensure no one else was trapped. Outside, firefighters rushed to set up a ladder for the woman on the second floor, but she took a daring leap before it was ready, landing safely in the arms of an officer and another hero. In a significant victory against drug trafficking, the US Coast Guard has seized over 18,000 pounds of illegal substance valued at an estimated $312 million in the Eastern Pacific Ocean.
4 POB! 4 POB! Connor, lay forward, cover down!
Video footage released by the US Coast Guard captures crew members intercepting a low-profile go-fast vessel while on patrol.
It looked like a few bales all the way forward there. Bags, food, water.
These small, stealthy vessels are specifically designed to smuggle large quantities of contraband, using camouflage and a low profile to evade detection by law enforcement. In a dramatic encounter, Cara Bell, a Lake Travis School Board candidate, faces assault charges after clashing with store employees over mask policies.
Because we have to identify you. If I can't identify you, I'm taking you to jail.
Okay, this is getting weird. Now they're saying if they can't identify me, they're taking you to jail. How do you identify the homeless?
Bell, expressing her frustration, declared, "I'm a Christian woman of God." Captured on body camera footage, Bell is heard accusing the officers of infringing upon her rights. Despite being asked multiple times, she refuses to provide her name.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
As the officers attempt to investigate the incident further, Bell's non-compliance leads to her being legally detained. In a heart-pounding rescue, the Riga Municipal Police responded to a distress call about a young boy drifting far beyond the buoys on an inflatable mattress.
Yes. You want it?
The vigilant officers stationed in Wakables quickly launched their boat and sped to the scene. Within minutes, they reached the 9-year-old boy who was alone and frightened by the situation.
Then that's wanted.
Nobijies. Bērns it kā saka, viss nav nosalis, bet nobijies.
The officers carefully brought the boy back to shore, ensuring his safety. Fortunately, he was unharmed, but understandably scared. Once ashore, the boy was reunited with his relieved mother. The police took this opportunity to remind her about the dangers of using inflatable mattresses in the sea. In an unexpected encounter captured on bodycam footage, St. John's County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Michael Kunovich approaches a young man he finds suspicious in the Super 8 motel parking lot on Florida 16 in St. Augustine.
Familia. ¿Está allá?
¿Está allá? ¿Dónde?
En ese renta que están allá.
¿Están aquí en ese hotel?
Sí, sí.
The officers on the scene decide to question the young man, later identified as Aguilar Mendez. The interaction quickly becomes problematic as Mendez, who only speaks Spanish, struggles to understand and communicate.
Let go of the knife. I'll break your fucking hand. Suelta el cuchillo. Va a romper tu brazo.
As Kunovich initiates a search, Mendez resists, escalating the situation. Throughout the struggle, Mendez screams for his family. Towards the end of the scuffle, the deputies noticed a small folding knife on their handcuffed suspect. They quickly disarm Mendez, as seen in the body cam,